day to you viewers, the Colonel speaking to you live from the Grange, British Imperial YouTube Broadcasting. Now, my last video was the other side of this record. This is His Master's Voice B3986 Limerick Puzzle Record. This is the second record. Outer grooves contain 6 unfinished limericks. Inner grooves contain 6 last lines. Therefore, there are 36 different limericks on this side. Claude Hulbert is the Limerick master here. Here we go.
A certain young man of Malay, his intimate friends would portray. He drew all their faces with dreadful grimaces.
Right, let's go to the conclusion, or a conclusion.
But the neighbours said, what a display.
Let's try another one.
There was a young lady named Gray, said convention I will not obey. Instead of a skirt, she wore a boiled shirt.
Right.
But the neighbours said,
No.
what a display.
No, try another one.
The rest I refuse to convey. A certain young man of Malay.
No, that's not it.
There was a young lady named Day, whose habits were flighty and gay. She would openly flirt in a very short skirt.
What's that going to be?
Which frightened the vicar away.
I bet it would. Brilliant. Here we go with another one.
A man in the USA used to stand on his head at midday. He blamed prohibition for this exhibition.
Right.
Which frightened the vicar away.
Well, that was funny last time.
But why, I really can't say.
Wonderful. I think that's 4 so far. Let's try again.
There was an old fellow of Bray, whose food was a bundle of hay. He wore a horse collar he'd bought for $1.
Right.
A symptom, I fear, of decay.
Wonderful. Now let's try and find the very last one.
There was an old lady named May, whose hair refused to turn grey. She said she was 20, had male friends in plenty.
Right.
The rest I refused.
No.
Which frightened the vicar.
No.
Which frightened the vicar.
No.
The rest I refused.
No.
A symptom, I fear, of.
No, we've heard that one.
The rest. Which frightened. A symptom. The rest frightened the vicar to convey. Dismay. Vicar away. A symptom, I fear. But the neighbours. Which frightened. A symptom, why, I really can't say.
Well, that's nearly there, almost successful. I suppose at a party or something in the later 20s that would have been highly amusing. In fact, it was quite funny now. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you and goodbye.